Chin tucked boxing, baby.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yep, you know what time it is, man. This is again, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chin Tuck Boxing. I am your boy Jay Slay. I'm about to wreck your chin with this update. It is official, guys, at least official on the rumor mill. They are saying that the WBC interim title will be fought for with a bout between Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin. Now, I still say it's not quite official in my opinion. I think it'll be official when I got a date, a venue, and BoxRec put it in, in that category as being the next fight up. But they're saying that everything was agreed upon between both parties. Man, I'm looking forward to this fight, man. For real. I'm looking forward to this fight. Both guys are still young. Both guys are still in their prime. And both guys are undefeated, man. It's a great fight, great style matchup as well. You have Frank Martin, who has that aggressive come forward style. In my opinion, he kind of fights the Derrick James style, the Earl Spence style, and the Jermell Charlo style, that come forward aggression, combination punching and all that. But in my opinion, he has a lot more fast twitchy, so he's a lot more defensively, adaptive in my opinion. So he has that come forward aggression, but that, like I said, the speed and the elusiveness that he needs to be defensively responsible. But he's going against, in my opinion, one of the top, if not the top defensive fighter in the game right now, man. Shakur Stevenson, man, is hard to hit. His style is that. He has a great offense as well that a lot of people sleep on. His offensive arsenal is, in my opinion, not really matched by most. The only person I've seen, of course, that can match his skill for skill, is his stablemate in, Terrence Bud Crawford. These guys spar each other. They have both came on record saying that they're sparring is like chess. They're iron sharpening iron. That is why they are both where they are in the sport right now, currently. I say this about the fight. Both guys have their step-up fights recently. Shakur Stevenson has fought Jamel Herring, which was, in my opinion, was going to be a decent fight. He dog-walked Jamel Herring. And then he had a step-up with Oscar Valdez, which I also thought would be a good competitive fight. He dog-walked Oscar Valdez. So Shakur Stevenson seemed to be, stepping up with grace and still looking the same no matter who he fights. And Frank Martin has recently had his step up against another unknown undefeated guy by the name of Michael Rivera. He was 24-0 when they fought. That was supposed to be a tough fight. It was hard, a tough pick 'em fight. I believe I picked Frank Martin in that fight because I didn't really know much about Rivera. But, that seemed to be a dog walk for Frank Martin. So this fight, man, is really, in my opinion, both of these guys are evenly matched. Of course, Oscar Valdez and, like I said, Jamel Herring are huge names because they are champions, former world champions. And Frank Martin has yet to have that experience. He has yet to be in the ring with any world champion. So this will be a huge step up, in my opinion. But a lot of fans are also saying that this is a step up for Shakur Stevenson, saying that Frank Martin's style, the weight, and the way he fights could be something that can give Shakur Stevenson some issues. So what you guys think in the comment section, man? You think this is a step up for Shakur Stevenson, or you think this is a step up for Frank Martin, or you think this is a step up for both guys? You think both guys has the goods to beat each other, and this would be a great explosive fight? I will say this too, as a sidebar, this fight is also, in my opinion, a round two between both camps. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson is the protege of Terrence Crawford, and Frank Martin is the protege of Earl Spence Jr. So this fight had that backing, and it had that back and forth back, when negotiations was going sideways when it went to the Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford fight. These guys has had a little back and forth with on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? So this is a good way to build that fight up as well. In my honest opinion, they should put this fight definitely on the undercard of Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford too. This should definitely be on that undercard. This is a fight where it's not pay-per-view worthy on its own, but you want these two young brothers to get their shine and get a piece of that, to get that real money. So, and like I said, both guys are represented in some form or fashion by Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Earl Spence more so because, he is the manager of Frank Martin. So if I'm Earl Spence, man, I'm trying to negotiate this fight on the date that I fight Terrence Crawford. That way you can get some of that money on both ends, you know what I'm saying? Collect that bag on both sides. But this will not only be good for both, both camps' pockets, but it would also be great for these young brothers who are trying to get a name for themselves, because $700,000 was the last pay-per-view event if a lot of people saying the numbers are going to be worse the next time, I'm thinking it's going to be the same, maybe slightly better. Even though people saying they don't want to see it again, I think they will pay to see it again on a slightly more, a slight more percentage. I think we'll pay to see the fight. So these young brothers need that type of shine. $700 range, $700,000, 700,000 people viewership range. That'd be a great time for these young brothers, man, to go ahead and make a name for themselves. But let me know in the comment section what you think, man. This is most definitely a fight I am looking forward to. And boxing has been great this year, man. Keep the fights coming, most definitely. With that being said, this is, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chin Tuck Boxing. I am your boy, Jay Slay. Peace.
Chin Tuck Boxing, baby.